Where do you see, the role of AI-based tools helping out here as well? You mentioned a great example of, using real life people to solve some of these problems, but, where, what's working today with AI? What maybe, with amongst all the hype and all, what maybe needs a little more maturity before it's rolled out?
Yeah, well, it's a trend, right? And I really trust in the power of AI. I think there are some areas where it's still like in experimental, let's say, phase, and we still need some time to actually, again, get data and get ROI on this. But I definitely think and I'm going to speak first on the case of Vitex and like software, and then I'll go more to the customer side. But from a Vitex perspective, where we see the value of AI is, for example, search. So that's already something we're using for a couple of years. So having some artificial intelligence on the synonyms, for example, you can apply to a word while the client is looking for something in the website. The other area where we're investing in AI is returns. There is some very, very nice app that we developed that basically allows you to kind of check the picture that the client is sending for the return with the real product that they bought. So basically just to minimize the chance of fraud. And that's made through AI. And lastly, we just announced a couple of weeks ago, like a huge partnership with a Poland company that is called Senorise. That is one of the best AI basically modeling companies. And the main objective of Vitex, at least, is to apply all this AI on the infrastructure level. So it's more for us to kind of, again, get efficiency in terms of infrastructure, how we use the infrastructure, where do we need more infrastructure, and when do we need more infrastructure, scalability, and so on. That at the end, this generates a benefit like immediately on our customers itself, so on the retailers and the brands that are using Vitex. So that's from a like software perspective. Now from a more like retailer or brand perspective, I think we have many examples, right? Like one example is inventory, like inventory management, inventory tracking, inventory optimization. I know there are brands such as American Eagle, for example, that have been using this for a couple of years already, actually. Like most of us think this is a 2024 thing, and it's not, right? Like it started actually coming up a couple of years ago. It's just this matter of the wave. There's always a wave. In the same way we had a wave on SaaS a couple of years ago, now we're having the AI wave. So yeah, American Eagle, some other like retailers are using this for inventory tracking, basically to be able to keep like leaner stocks. And this is all at the end related to cost. Like no one wants to have huge levels of a stock because of the cost that generates for you as a company just to keep the products there. Yeah. So that's one very cool example of application of AI. And just to finish this, by the way, like I recently heard and read like a report from McKinsey where they were saying like by 2025, 80% of the retail executives will be using AI somehow. So definitely something that is going to happen whether we like it or not.